Hello and welcome to Teresa's Journal. Um, Not doing real well today. Um, I was lied to last night. I don't like being lied to, so it just doesn't feel good. So I'm going to tell you what happened. Because yesterday there was no views, and I don't think anybody's going to watch this, or by the time people catch up, it'll be a week. It'll have passed. So at work, I do these rounds where I go around and I check all of the unit and make sure everything is safe. And one of the places I check is the hold room, where we keep patients when they're out of control. And in this hold room, there's a door, and that door leads to a bathroom. And in that bathroom is a toilet and a sink. So every shift, at the beginning of the shift, I go in to the hold room and I check the bathroom and I make sure that the handles are all well caulked and in place. And when I did this, the hold room was cleaned, but when I opened the bathroom, there was a dirty Depends in the corner. And the bathroom toilet hadn't been flushed, and you could tell it hadn't been washed. And the sink hadn't been used. So much for COVID, huh? So I called to the housekeeping department to let them know that the bathroom was missed. And as I was letting them know that, the lady who was on duty walked in. And I said, "Oh, never mind. The tech is here." And I said, "Hey, the bathroom needs cleaned in here." And she said, "Oh, no, they went on the floor." And I said, "No, there's a dirty Depends in the corner, and the bathroom toilet has not been flushed." And she goes, "Oh, well, they didn't leave the door open for me." I said, "Well, you can always ask to have it opened." And I left it at that. And really, I just left it at that. I went to the bathroom and I walked into the report room, and here was the tech talking to my charge nurse, and she's saying, and she was rude and obnoxious. And I am many things, but rarely am I rude and rarely am I obnoxious, and most certainly not at work. I am, however, serious when it comes to certain things, and I do have expectations of job abilities and scope of practice. I kind of put those together. Scope of practice, copus. Anyway, what I think is reasonable if you're asked to clean the whole room to make sure the bathroom gets clean too. I don't think it's something that should have to be asked of you. Anyway, and so there I was, and I said, "Was that me being rude that you were talking about and me being obnoxious?" And she turned to me, she looked at me, and she said, "No, I would say that to your face." Not to my face. How'd she put it? "No, I would come to you, and I would come to you," or something like that. And I said, "Oh, okay." And I left, and I walked out front, and I just left it at that. I wish I would have said, "I'm not rude or obnoxious." But I didn't want to confront her. I mean, what's the point? She was talking to the charge, and the charge was handling it. And the charge knows me well enough, so I guess all's well that ends well, except for one thing. I want to know, is the hold room bathroom not getting cleaned every time the hold room gets cleaned? That's gross. We shouldn't have to point it out to them. So Pam or Patty, if either of you are watching, what should I do? I mean, honestly, I did my best, and then she went to the charge. Said I was being rude and obnoxious. And then she came into the nourishment room to clean it, and she smiled at me and asked me questions, and was all cordial and friendly. And I asked the charge, of course she was talking about me. She was frustrated. She was upset. I think she got caught not doing her full job and wanted to point fingers and blame, and instead of just taking responsibility. I don't understand why people just can't take responsibility. It makes me so sad. I'm so sad right now because I liked her. I didn't think there was anything wrong with her. So I just pointed it out. Open it up next time. And here I am, schizoaffected. I was thinking, well, I'm glad when I asked the charge she told me, because I knew that she was talking about me. And if she said that she wasn't, then I would have thought, yeah, she is, because I knew she was. And that could have been a bad situation for me. And then it makes me think, well, should I have even addressed it? I mean, of course I should have. Right? I mean, they had to come clean it up. They didn't finish the job. What did I do wrong? Nothing. This is a bad day. I'm trying to let it go and be the better person, and I'm just not being able to. It's just eating at me. Because she lied to me, and then she smiled at me. Yuck. I'm going to have to work with her. Yuck. I'm having a cider. I have one a night. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Ask Linus Pauling. Anybody who wants to do research on it, go to Linus Pauling's Institute and do research on alcohol and longevity. However, if you're an alcoholic, you most certainly should not drink alcohol. And you do not need to hear those words from me. Yahweh, please be with me. Help me to forgive her. Just let it go and not eat at me. I don't want it to bother me. There's no reason for it to bother me. She doesn't matter. Everybody else knows I'm great. What is her opinion of me? What is her opinion of me mean? Why do I let it get to me? Please help me with this, Yahweh. I need your help letting this go. If you could do that for me, please. All right. May Yahweh be with you.